Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. It is Thursday. We're kicking off our week with a 10-race card. It's going to be exciting. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions. The main track is listed as sloppy. No turf racing this afternoon. The first race originally scheduled for 1 mile on the grass, now to be run on the sloppy main track. These are claimers, fillies, and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. Scratch the 1, the 2, the 6, and the number 9. The off-time favorite, number 3, Flash Song.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the inside, Turf Fast begins nicely. Toward the rail, Flash Song is away in the top flight. Moving up on the outside, that's Summer Valentine with Miss Visconti away racing in 4th. Second last is Pentathlon, and Stars Collide does her best running later. She's at the back of the pack. They run out of the 1 mile chute and Turf Fast as work clear to lead it, but here's company with Miss Visconti on the outside. Summer Valentine is from between them to race in 3rd, and Flash Song is on hold early. She's 4th while looking to work off the fence, which she's now done, so she'll get into 2nd after an opening quarter in 23 and 4. The 2 at the back are Pentathlon and Stars Collide. They down the backstretch they run, and Turf Fast leads it by a length and a quarter. Racing in 2nd is now the odds-on favorite, Flash Song. Miss Visconti is 3rd. Summer Valentine has lost a spot to be 4th. Stars Collide has picked up a spot to be 5th, and the trailer is Pentathlon. They run around the far turn, 3 furlongs left to go. On top, Turf Fast a half a length. Flash Song moves to her well in hand 2nd. Miss Visconti is now 3rd, 4 better than Stars Collide and Summer Valentine as they now pass the 5/16. Turf Fast on the inside. On the outside, it's Flash Song. Flash Song traveling awfully well. She passes the quarter pole, widening on a length and a half lead. Turf Fast is stubborn and trying to stay on 2nd, 4 better than Miss Visconti. Then Stars Collide. They went 3 quarters in 1:12 and 2, and they're into the stretch. Flash Song trying to seal the deal. She's 2.5 in front. Turf Fast is 2nd. Miss Visconti and Stars Collide. But to the finish, the first race to the odds-on favorite, Flash Song, moving clear. It will be Flash Song and Jonathan Gonzalez wrapped up, punched out, and 5 in front. Turf Fast is 2nd. Stars Collide is 3rd. Miss Visconti was 4th in 1:39 and 2.
Number 3, Flash Song, drifts out but holds on to win it for owner-trainer Mario Morales, ridden to victory today by Jonathan Gonzalez. Race number 2 is a 6-furlong sprint. These are claimers, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won a race in 6 months, or March 17th. Scratch the 4, Great Victorian. Scratch the 5, the Jacket.
They're off. Toward the rail, County Gun gets the first call and guns out to take the early lead from Substrate, who's away racing 2nd. Times Concerned is out of their 3rd, a length and a half behind. Racing in 4th early is Rocky's Home Run, and after steadying briefly early, General Shamaz, the trailer. They run down the backstretch and approach the half-mile pole. County Gun has the lead. Racing 2nd is Times Concern. He's tugging now. Wants to do a little bit more at the half-mile pole. He's a length and a half in front of Substrate. Then comes General Shama, and trailing the field is Rocky's Home Run. They run around the far turn. There's 3 furlongs left to go. And on top, County Gun, but here comes a run on the outside from Substrate, and from between horses, Times Concern. Times Concern still tugging. Not moving yet, though. 2 in front of an outside running General Shama, and the trailer continues to be Rocky's Home Run with 5/16, now a quarter of a mile to go. County Gun confronted by Substrate at the top of the stretch. They're 3 lengths better than Times Concern, who has an inside lane. 3/16 left to go. County Gun shaken up for the drive by Marcos Meneses. He's at the 8th pole and 2 on top. Substrate is the clearest. Next pursuer 2nd. Toward the rail and Times Concern, then Rocky's Home Run. But in deep stretch, well prepared off the long layoff by Tammy Levy. Here's County Gun to score by 2. 2nd is Substrate. 3rd is Rocky's Home Run from Times Concern and General Shama in 1:11 and 3.
And number 1, nice performance, wins it. County Gun for IAB Stables, trained by Tamara Levy and ridden to victory today by Marcos Menendez. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for the 3rd race in just a couple of moments.
Shaman goes down the outside. Shaman goes chasing Danish Dynaformer. Danish Dynaformer. Shaman goes, and Shaman goes, takes the Queen's Plate a length. And taking the 156th running of the Queen's Plate is Shaman Ghost, beautifully bred by Ghost Zapper.
Classic Bloodlines, Classic Sire, Ghost Zapper, standing at Adena Springs.
Welcome back. The third race, originally scheduled for 1 mile on the turf, now to be run on the sloppy main track. These are claimers 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the 2, the 4, the 6, the 7, and number 8.
They're off. Royal Knowledge begins nicely. Fear the Falcon is showing speed. So is Two-Step Cowboy. That will relegate Modern Tale to the trailing position as they run out of the 1 mile chute. From between horses, Fear the Falcon puts ahead in front, up on the outside, Two-Step Cowboy, and here's Modern Tale driving it up on the inside. So Modern Tale will vie for the early lead with Fear the Falcon as they run out of the 1 mile chute. 2 lengths better than Two-Step Cowboy. He's well situated early. He's also the longest shot in the field after they won a 23-4 opening quarter time. The trailer is the favorite, Royal Knowledge. He's about 6 or 7 lengths off the lead. Down the backstretch they go. Fear the Falcon trying to settle into a rhythm here. He leads it now by a length and a quarter. Modern Tale shuffled back just ever so slightly. He's racing a joint second now while trying to get off the fence as Fear the Falcon just crossed over. Racing 3 wide is Two-Step Cowboy and 4 wide at the back is Royal Knowledge. And they went 47-3 for an opening half mile. They swing around the far turn. Fear the Falcon continues to shoulder the load. Here's Royal Knowledge on the outside. So the 2 favorites have 3/8 of a mile to decide it. Castro gets to work on Fear the Falcon. Royal Knowledge, the rider is not moved. These top 2 are 3 better than Modern Tale, then Two-Step Cowboy as they run to the top of the stretch. Fear the Falcon on the inside, Royal Knowledge on the outside. They're by 3/4 in 1:12-4, and they're into the stretch. Royal Knowledge on the outside taking over from Fear the Falcon, who tries to stay on second. Back third is Modern Tale. Racing 4th is Two-Step Cowboy, but Royal Knowledge will go from last to first to win. He'll just run up the score inside the final 16th. He's even money, and he's home and cooled out. It's Royal Knowledge, Edgard Zayas, for the new connections of Calabrese and Petro, 2.5 length winners. Fear the Falcon well clear for second in front of Modern Tale third, and Two-Step Cowboy finished 4th.
Number 9, Royal Knowledge, main track only participant, scores for owner Frank Calabrese, trained by Mike Petro, and ridden to victory today by Edgard Zayas. Race 4, 6 furlongs. These are claimers, 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 3 races, or 3-year-olds. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're off. Roster rent begins nicely. Here's the comebacker, Duncan Ben, moving to challenge. Duncan Ben will take the lead. Problemite is away racing in second from between horses off duty. Now splits runners to be third. Mascherano races in 4th. Followed by Roster Rent, who broke well, settles in 5th, about 3 behind. To his inside is Fastidious Sun, and All My Memories will have to pass them all as they pass the half-mile pole. On top, Duncan Ben leads it by a length and a quarter. Primal Might is second. Mascherano is now third. In the clear on the outside, Roster Rent begins to move up in traffic. Fastidious Sun around off duty, and All My Memories tries to stoke the fire from the back. He's 5 lengths off the lead with 5/16 left to go. Duncan Ben at the top of the stretch in front to half a length. Here is on the outside, Primal Might. 3 wide out there, Roster Rant, 2.5. All My Memories next. Mascherano's toward the rail, followed by the between horses, Fastidious Sun. They went 46 seconds for a half mile. They're at the top of the stretch. On top now, Roster Rant gets away a bit, leads it a length and a quarter. Duncan Ben toward the inside, down the center, and Fastidious Sun from between them and All My Memories. Final furlong, Roster Rant has the lead. He's 2.5 in front. Primal Might's into second. Roster Rant, the winner, by 2. Second is Primal Might in front of All My Memories and Duncan Ben in 1:11 flat.
Number 7, Restaurant, scores for owner-trainer Rohan Cretan and ridden to victory today by our leading rider, Tyler Gaffleone. Race number 5, a 7-furlong sprint. These are claimers, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. There'll be 7 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite, number 5, Casey Weidman.
They're off. From the outside, Prince Harlan begins the best. Moving up to his inside is Starship Verdict to take the lead. Driving quickly along the rail is Inaccessiveness. So Inaccessiveness will now take the lead. Starship Verdict is way second. Prince Harlan third. Creola's Boy is fourth. Pocketed up fifth, while on hold there is Go-Go Romeo in front of KC Wegman and Whiskey Ding trails, but they're tightly knit here. They're only separated by about 3 lengths in the run down the backstretch. 23-2 for a opening quarters time, and on top of the field, the leader Inaccessiveness by a half a length. Starship Verdict is second. Whiskey Ding ran up and took a joint third. Wide on the course is Creola's Boy. Looking for room is Go-Go Romeo. Prince Harlan trying to moving up now, but he's actually losing ground. And KC Wegman drafts along at the back, looking for some place to go. He's moving to the outside with 3 furlongs left to run. Inaccessiveness has the lead. Starship Verdict moves to him second. KC Wegman on the outside now third. From fourth, Go-Go Romeo. He has a chance. He's 15-1 with no place to go. Whiskey Ding is next, then Creola's Boy with Starship Verdict, the one to beat. Top of the stretch, they went 47-1 for a half mile. Starship Verdict into the stretch on top by a length and a quarter. On the outside, and KC Wegman toward the railing, Go-Go Romeo. Inaccessiveness is next, but inside the final furlong, Starship Verdict is moving away. Starship Verdict, the verdict, a winner for back-to-back wins, in fact. Starship Verdict, 3.5 in front. It's going to be Go-Go Romeo second, KC Wegman third, and Inaccessiveness fourth in 125-3.
Number 3, Starship Verdict wins it, pays $18.60, owned by White Hot Racing, trained by Diane Marici, and ridden to victory today by Luca Panici. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for race number 6 in just a couple of moments.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Welcome back. The 6th race was originally scheduled for 7.5 furlongs on the turf, now to be run at 7 furlongs on the main track. Scratch the 4, the 5, and number 11.
They're up. From the far outside, voter turnout commences very nice and looks for the early lead. Toward the inside, here's Smoke Police moving up. Smoke Police will take the lead in the run out of the chute. From between horses, Special Night Action is away racing in second. And Voter Turnout just allowed to find his stride. He's racing third on the outside. It's a half length back to fourth, an Expected Meeting. They're 5 better than Vincent Chase and Wildcat Kitten. It's a stretch of 3 more to the team at the back. Little Chris A, Tritonian, and Mr. Fahrenheit. They make their way down the backstretch and approach the half-mile pole. And on top, it's Smoke Police, 3 parts of a length. Expected Meeting wants room down to the inside, but there's no room for him. On the outside, and Voter Turnout. Racing in fourth is Special Night Action. Stretch of 4 lengths then to Vincent Chase with Wildcat Kitten next. Another 5 back to the outside, Mr. Fahrenheit. Second last is Little Chris A, and Tritonian is the trailer. 5/16 away, and on top here, the leader is Smoke Police. The rail is now open for Expected Meeting. Here's the gray, Vincent Chase uncorking a rally. Voter Turnout offered no offer or effort of any kind. He's backpedaling now with 3/16 to go. Vincent Chase on the outside after Smoke Police with Expected Meeting driving on the rail. Racing in fourth is Special Night Action, and there's an 1/8 of a mile to go, and Vincent Chase has put him away. Vincent Chase inside the 16th pole, moving clear. On for second is Wildcat Kitten with Smoke Police third.
Number 7, Vincent Chase, closes down the center of the track and wins it for Flying Turtle LLC, trained by Kathleen O'Connell, ridden to victory today by Eduardo Nunez. Race number 7 is a 7-furlong sprint. These are maiden claimers, fillies, 2-year-olds, 10 runners in the field. The off-time favorite, number 8, Did Not Mean It.
They're at the post. They're off. From the outside, Let Love Rule wins the start. Toward the inside, moving closer, No Tutty, No Party. Toward the rail, Marnesia Big Girl driving it up for Jeffrey Sanchez, and Marnesia Big Girl takes the lead. Racing now into second is Kenitra. From the outside, Let Love Rule, and No Tutty, No Party, then Did Not Mean It. Then at the rail, Stacy's Reflection is next. She's moving closer, fourth and about 5 off the lead. Stretch of 2 to Pataha with Melody Croon to her inside. Wide on the course is Stardust Rhythm, and 5 lengths to the trailer, Hanuma. Past the opening quarter split in 23-1. Marnesia Big Girl shoulders the load with less than half a mile to go, leads it by a length and a quarter. Did Not Mean It on the outside from between horses, No Tati, No Party. Toward the rail, that's racing in fourth is Kenitra. Toward the outside and Let Love Rule, Pataha needs room from between horses. Toward the outside and Stardust Rhythm and Stacy's Reflection. Last of the main body is Melody Croon, and last a long way is Hanuma. They run around the far turn. Marnesia Big Girl on the inside, Did Not Mean It on the outside. These two past the quarter pole after a 47 1/2 mile. We're doing some work from the back. Stacy's Reflection has clear racetrack. She's starting to come on now, and they're at the top of the stretch. Marnesia Big Girl on the inside, Did Not Mean It. Up and on the outside now takes the lead at the 8th pole. Marnesia Big Girl battles back on the inside. These two, nothing decided yet. Did Not Mean It wandering a bit toward the inside. Marnesia Big Girl coming back. It's Marnesia Big Girl digging in. Marnesia Big Girl for Jeffrey Sanchez by a neck. Second, Did Not Mean It. Third was Pataha. Photo for fourth, Let Love Rule, and Stardust Rhythm, and 127-1.
Number 2, Marnesia Big Girl. What a nice performance. Gets headed and fights back on the inside to win it for Herman Walensky and Mark Warnick. Trained by Herman Walensky and ridden to victory today by Jeffrey Sanchez. The 8th race, 6 furlongs. These are maiden claimers, 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 3, El Gran Callego, and scratch the number 9, Audible.
They're off. Toward the rail, Pure Talent begins the best. El Kraken on the outside is away well. From between horses, Social Roy is now third. Then down to the inside, that's Glamorgan, who's racing fourth, from Black Phoenix, who's fifth now. Then to the outside, wide of the course, Novak, while second last, and first-time starter Chillum Court is last of all, but improving with the rail run as they go to the half-mile pole. On top, Pure Talent and Rodney Sudine. They click down to 4 to 5, and they lead at 3 parts of a length. Social Roy is second, El Kraken is third, Chillum Court toward the rail fourth. Moving up on the outside, that's Novak. Second last is Glamorgan, and trailing now, the trailer is Black Phoenix. They run to the top of the stretch. On the inside, it's still Pure Talent at the 5/16 in front by a half a length. Social Roy ridden hard, trying to gain ground from second. El Kraken and Novak are next. The rest not of consequence after a 46 1/2 mile. Into the stretch, Pure Talent turns first on a 2-length lead. Social Roy continues to run with this leader second. Down the center and El Kraken, widest of all, and Novak. Here's Social Roy. He just put ahead in front. Pure Talent tries to battle back second, but Social Roy's moving away. It's Diego Gomez. It's Social Roy in front. Pure Talent second, Novak third, in front of El Kraken fourth, then Black Phoenix and 111-4.
Number 7, Social Roy gets up to win and pays a very nice $19.40, owned by Ramen Team Show Racing Corporation, trained by Bernardo Lopez, ridden to victory today by Diego Gomez. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for the late Daily Double. Welcome back. Our 9th race, 6.5 furlongs. It's an allowance optional claimer for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch number 4, Fair Shake.
They're off. Midnight Dream hopped it briefly at the start. From the center in the blue color, Slava reaches out to take the early lead. Up on the outside, here's Midnight Dream recovering. And Midnight Dream is now the quickest of the quick. She'll look to clear over. She leads it by a length and a quarter. Turnout is racing in second toward the inside. Don't Tell Vanessa now third. Then back to Slava, who's fourth in front of Jamie's Dancer. The race time favorite Metamu second last in the black colors and trailing the field. The Pennsylvania import Curls for Girls is last of all as they pass the half-mile pole. They went 22-4 for the opening quarter speed. Don't Tell Vanessa down to the inside has a narrow lead. Midnight Dream moves with her from second, 3 better than Metamu. She's worked closer now. She's third at the 3 furlong point, 4 lengths off the lead. She's 2 better than Turnout, who's put the Q in the rack. Then Jamie's Dancer, 2.5 more to Slava, and trailing the field is Curls for Girls. They run to the top of the stretch. Metamu spies an opening. Which way will she go? She'll look like she'll have to hook to the outside. Indeed she does as they run to the top of the stretch. Midnight Dream has the lead. Don't Tell Vanessa battles back on the inside. Metamu down the center, and Curls for Girls way out in the crown of the track, but she's coming on inside the final furlong with the lead. Don't Tell Vanessa. Here's Metamu on the outside. Metamu and Don't Tell Vanessa. Don't Tell Vanessa digging. Metamu surging. It's a photo finish. Give it to Don't Tell Vanessa in 1:17-4.
Number 1, Don't Tell Vanessa holds off the favorite, number 3, Metamu, and scores and pays $26.80. Owned by Whitney Racing Stable Incorporated, trained by Monty Thomas, and ridden to victory today by Jonathan Gonzalez. The 10th and final race, originally scheduled for a mile on the turf to be run on the main track. These are maiden claimers. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Scratch number 5, Starship Expresso. The jockey on the 3 is Jesus Rios.
And runners away. From the outside, Sweet Esprit begins nicely. Starship Senorita is showing speed today. And here's the New Jersey import, Key de Oro, moving to challenge as they run out of the 1 mile shoot here. Starship Revenue also mixing it up early. In fact, she puts ahead in front. Pav's Fantasy is alongside, and wide on the course is Sweet Esprit. Starship Senorita is in a bit tight, but moving forward toward the inside. That makes it 5 across the track, as Key de Oro has also moved up under Rispoli to be third, about a half length behind. These top 5 have gone 2.5 lengths better than Cruising, then toward the inside, Hard to Picture with Our Sister Ania, and She's Roman is last of all after a contested opening quarter of 24-1. What was 5 is now 3. And on the outside, Pav's Fantasy from between horses, Key de Oro. Along the inside, Starship Senorita. Stretch of 2.5 to Sweet Esprit, who's now racing 4th. Now to the inside, She's Roman tries to make a charge from the back. Starship Revenue's headed in the wrong direction with Our Sister Ania. Second last is Hard to Picture, and Cruising now the trailer. They drilled a half and 47-2, and they run to the top of the stretch. Key de Oro on the inside, Pav's Fantasy on the outside. Sweet Esprit tips into the clear now to challenge the top pair, and they run to the top of the stretch. 2 better than She's Roman. Then it's Our Sister Ania who leads the charge to complete your high 5. Top of the lane, 3 horses across the track. Sweet Esprit wanders wide on the outside, but still has the lead. Pav's Fantasy's coming back along the inside of her, and at the rail, Key de Oro third, followed by She's Roman. Inside the final 16, Sweet Esprit starts to get a little separation here. Sweet Esprit and Tyler Gaffleone to win it by a length and a half. Pav's Fantasy second, Key de Oro third, She's Roman fourth, and Our Sister Ania to complete your high 5 in 1:40-3.
Nice ride by Tyler Gaffleone to win on number 9, Sweet Esprit, owned by Goldmark and Whisper Hill Farm, trained by Ralph Nix. Into pick 4 today, 4 of 4, paid $4,960.70. Into pick 5, only 4 of 5, paid $279 even. We'll have a $20,925.65 carryover. There's also a carryover into pick 6, only 4 of 6 today, $127.54 to carry over, $25,713.04. And that wraps up Thursday's action. Remember to come out and join us on Friday. We're going to kick the weekend off on Friday afternoon with a 10-race card. The first race post is 1:15 p.m. Good night and good luck.